Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the RGT podcast, episode 7. A lot to talk about. There was a lot of damage control. There was a lot of crying, and Twitter is most definitely lit. And I'm smiling because I love it. It is hilarious. What is going on? Welcome to the show. I'm here with the guys, man. We got a good show planned for all of you tonight. And I got a very, very special guest for next week's show. It's going to be a great time nonetheless. So let's go ahead and get into everything we got to talk about. I'm going to go ahead and let the panel introduce themselves, and we're going to start the show. So go right ahead, Carlos. Go ahead, bro.
Hey, man. You know who it is, man. It's your boy Type R87, a.k.a. Carlos Fernandez, gamer by choice. And, hey, let's have some fun, and let's put the real on the real, man.
All right. Go ahead, Spider Kratos.
Hey everybody, it's your boy J-Dub, aka Kratos, the god of PlayStation and all things gaming. The best time in history to be a gamer, and the best time in history to be on YouTube and Twitter so you can watch the tears flow.
Oh no. Yes. Go ahead, Harbinger.
Hey, what's happening? Craig Harris, a.k.a. the Messiah of Xbots, ready to kick it with my boy Ryan, J-Dub, and Carlos and crew. Let's get it done.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, indeed, man. It is hilarious in 2018. So, reality is set in, huh? Reality is officially set in. I remember when me, along with everybody else, was asking people back in 2017 or 16, I think it was 2017 though. We were asking y'all, what exactly do you guys have to compete with Spider-Man, and what exactly, does Microsoft have to even bring to the table, go against those type of games? And I remember all we heard was crickets, and people kept bringing up power, and they kept bringing up, oh, well, we got the best multiplayer, right? That's their whole shtick. It's amazing how they went from all of that to now they're crying on Twitter, demanding that Insomniac release the Spider-Man on the Xbox One.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
It's gotten that bad. It's gotten so bad that Tony Polanco had to drop some tweets about it. And Tony Polanco's tweet was brilliant. You know what he said? He said, I love, quote unquote, how Insomniac is so direct with these replies asking for port begging. Crazy.
I mean, you got to understand, man. They have literally only 2 games for this year alone as for their release. So, Of course, you're going to have a lot of people feeling a certain type of way, especially from the Xbox ban camp. Let's be serious. They're right now, they are in a corner space where they're poking the lump of shit. And, sorry for me for cursing, but they're poking the lump of shit and there's nothing else to do. And practically this is their beg of plea for something to be brought to the Xbox camp in order for them to enjoy something.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Sony has the marketing rights to Spider-Man, and they own that IP. So pretty much this is what it is. A big no.
Yeah. I just find it sad. I really do find that sad. Oh, Spider-Man was trash. Right? Remember, all these games that they're hyping up now, or they're trying to damage control now. These games were trash last month. Mm-hmm. Now all of a sudden, we gotta have something like that. But I'm like, didn't you call me a fanboy and all the junk for wanting games like that for you? So I'm saying it's sad, man. It really is sad. I mean, we know Sony got the Spider-Man rights, but hell, Microsoft could do something epic and got like Black Panther rights or something. I don't know, and add a Black Panther game, do something.
The sad part about it is Insomniac has been waiting to do another Sunset Overdrive. They asked for another publisher. Microsoft knows this, and Microsoft won't do it.
Microsoft didn't even bother spending a dime. You know what's funny about that? People are praising Sunset Overdrive now, but I'm like, you dudes didn't play Sunset Overdrive. So they're praising Sunset Overdrive, and they're saying that it's better than Spider-Man. But I'm like, a game that you didn't play is better than a game that you want to play?
Oh, man.
I don't get that. I don't get the mindset.
Man.
I've got a working hypothesis, and that's not a theory. It's just that, all right, you got to understand the reason why a lot of these Xbox podcasts got together was because of the whole resolution thing. That's why. I mean, it doesn't. They will agree on a whole bunch of stuff with you, but when it comes to resolution, they are going to stick to no. The whole 723. It was about power. I actually heard somebody on another podcast. He was saying that the games on the Xbox X are going to look so much better and perform so much better that people were going to abandon the PlayStation, meaning the fans. And once the fans left, come. So what has happened here is that the Xbox X. This is just a hypothesis. The Xbox X was supposed to be their Zeus. Okay, it was supposed to end everything. It was but it's not. It didn't do that for them. So, and they're seeing that okay, it's out. Like J-Dub was saying on the podcast last night, it hasn't won any NPDs, and so now their argument is, well, they're closing the gap in North America, and it's like okay, but there's an entire planet that consumes the media. The games are sold all over the world, not just in the United States or North America. So yeah, it basically they thought the whole resolution thing was going to be resolved with the X. Okay, it has been, but it still hasn't worked out for them. I agree with Carlos. I mean, Spider-Man is an exclusive. It's exclusive to Sony, but they still thought that because we've got the more powerful console, the games would just float. They would just go over there no matter what. Right. And that's not what's happening. And so that's why you're seeing some of the tweets. I mean, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you three here. Let
me stop for 1 second. I want to give thank you and a shout out to Overdone. He sent me a $50 PSN code. So appreciate you, brother. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Nice. I'm gonna say this real quick and I'll be quiet here. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I'm gonna fall back a little bit on Twitter because I was listening to Next Gen earlier as well. Shout out to him. But he's right. It's ugly out there. I mean, it was fun in games, and now reality, like you said, Ryan, it's
just set in. Yeah. Like when I started getting death threats, when that dude started going after you, which is why I said, let me handle this, Greg. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted you to listen to this dude. I knew what he was going to say. I knew he was going to say. I knew he was going to come out of his mouth. I was like, just enjoy the fireworks. Let me go ahead and just put the gasoline on the match and shit. Let me just go ahead and do this. I got this. But when you see that, you saw how I handled him. I handled this dude so easy. It's not even funny. You do want to talk and get loud and want to be obnoxious. But when you do that, it shows their true motives. These dudes, they did all this YouTube slandering, all this YouTube drama, all this retarded damage control, and these countless podcasts that, attacking developers, you name it. They did all this for the almighty views. That's all they did. These views do not care about Xbox. And it was proven there. My dude said there are 400 games on the Xbox. Yet when I said backwards compatible games, he's like, well, I got to beat Rick. And I asked, dude, why are you buying the console then? He got quiet for 30 seconds.
Well, and not only that, Ryan, it's like I kind of lost my train of thought here. But you've got a group of people, again, who just thought power was everything. Right. And now it's and it's fine. I mean, is anybody going to deny that the Xbox is more powerful? No. But with the other stuff that's happened this week and this game coming out, it was just like, and it really surprised me that people didn't understand Sony's deal. I literally did a podcast trying to explain, here's their deal. They have marketing, they have distribution. And it doesn't matter. If it's Spider-Man, they got it. So they.
I remember dudes trying to damage control. I know you heard about that rumor, but Sony was supposedly selling off movie rights or something like that, or selling the movie.
They were talking about selling off the movie.
Right. I did a video on that, and I was like, maybe Sony, might want to sell off Spider-Man. Sell the movie rights to Marvel. Sign a deal where they'll get a cut of the movies because that's what they want. They want a cut off. They want something similar to Homecoming, right? Something like that. Yeah. They can do that. Give the character back to Marvel, and then just have the gaming rights to Spider-Man. They'll be good. Yeah. They don't need nothing else.
I know what I was going to say. A lot of these cats, when Sony was doing games at the beginning of the gen, because Sony had more games. but Microsoft did have more AAA games. That's 100% fact. Yeah, and they discounted, they cut down, saying Sony has more games. Yes, they admitted that, but since they're not AAA, they don't count. They don't matter. So, and that's why the same cats doing podcasts now talking about Hellblade, which is an indie, No Man's Sky, which is an indie. Again, no problem. I got no problem with them. That's what makes them look so hypocritical. It's and I think a lot of them know, because I said there are people waiting in the bushes for you guys to start saying stuff now. But, I thought it would get bad. I didn't think it would get this bad. And I'm not saying it to be funny. I told people on my stream the other day, it's going to get worse.
Bro,
tongue in
cheek. It's get worse, and now Kratos has a legit reason to troll down on Twitter. He has a legit reason, bro. This is just going to be funny. I'm going to be sitting there. I'm going to have fun tomorrow at work. I'm just going to look at all these tweets. I'm telling you, it's funny.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny.
You know the sad part about it?
Yeah.
Is now everything is out in the open, and now the Xbox community is basically tearing itself apart. It's showing its true colors.
Yeah.
Now I really feel like I don't have anything to say. Now I'm just going to sit back and comb through Twitter and just smile and keep it moving.
Oh
yeah, I was on with Jay Wags last week. And finally got the gentleman that was on there. I mean, it was no debate or nothing like that. We were just talking. And he finally admitted, look, there's buyer's remorse. Now, Jay Wags was saying it somewhat tongue-in-cheek, but he finally said, yeah, there's buyer's remorse. So people are desperate. They've got no games. I was kind of like, all right, well, if there's buyer's remorse, you as a consumer, okay, that's fine. But it's not Microsoft's fault. They told you what they were going to do.
Right.
You interpreted what they were going to do wrong.
Right.
So that's all this comes down to. So I got no problem with my Xbox.
Yeah. And I remember we said this numerous times, did we not, Craig? We said this numerous times. We have no problem with you buying the Xbox. We have a problem with you lying. That's the problem.
Yeah.
That's all we don't like about the Xbox community. It's the fact that they're lying about stuff they shouldn't be lying about. Here's
and shout out to Randy Outdoor in December. He was on with Porter Rock 77, and he flat said, "Hey, look, Xbox is going in a direction that a lot of people are not going to like.
And we warned them. We warned them though. That's the sad part. We warned them. Well, let me pay the bills real quick. Carlos Crispin, he said, Xbox fanboys say reviews don't matter. That was your $2. Thank you, my brother. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, they're going to say that when God of War comes out and it gets like a 90. So I'm telling you, right, mark my words, if God of War gets a 90 or above, it's going to say review scores are bought.
Touching on the aside from everything else, but I want to touch on this real quick. This is pertaining to a certain individual on Twitter. He goes by the name of I think Underachiever.
Yeah. So
practically, I follow Verdict 4489, if I'm mistaken, on Twitter, and Verdict was talking about the performance of Doom on the X, and the PS4 Pro. So, me, having a PC, I stated that instead of playing the game again, which I already beat on the PS4, and if I wanted on, good performing visual aspects and resolution and everything and so forth, I would play it at 1440p with frame locks.
Right.
So the guy goes on to proceed on to try to make me look like I'm a dumbass on Twitter and try to, state that my PC is thrash. We go at it. End of the story. He was trying to tell me that why would I do a benchmark on a game on VSync?
Well, at the end of the day, this is the same type of person that will try to make a video saying that he knows something about technology and guarding these consoles, and he'll say that he has.
No, that's what he was telling me. He was telling me that he's been dealing with computers for long years.
This generation's brought more people who supposedly got degrees in technology out.
Yeah.
Y'all notice that?
No, and I don't want to shout him out as being somebody that's not
What's up, Darren?
What's
up, everybody?
This is my this is my preference as a player. If I wanted to use VSync to run a game, that is my choice.
Right.
It doesn't necessarily mean that I'm dumb. Now, if I'm gonna run a benchmark and I want to see how well the GPU conforms to its performance, I'm gonna enable VSync in order to see if I don't get screen tearing, because that's the purpose of using VSync when you're playing the game, if I'm right or wrong.
Right.
But you try to play it off as if I'm a dumbass, if I don't know nothing about video games or just gaming performance in general. Newsflash, underachiever, VSync is widely used in the PC community, even in benchmark. It doesn't matter whether you use it on or off.
Right.
Actually helps with the screen tearing.
What's up, Jamal? What's up, Inferno? What's up, everybody? Oh, snap. Alex up in there. What's up, brother?
Yo, what up? What up?
Yo.
Just to clarify that point, I am the dumbass for using VSync on a benchmark for a game. So let it be known.
Oh, my God.
Oh, you
The CSA champion is Damage Control 6 hours ago. That was from Savage Lobo for $2. Appreciate you, brother. Who you talking about? Who's I don't know. He's talking. Wait, you saying Livewires? Because Livewires won this year's CSAs.
No, Livewires is a
Well, I think he tweeted.
He probably
tweeted me.
the back-to-back champion.
Oh, okay.
Well, I think he tweeted me, and maybe it wasn't you.
Let's be real here. We know Hebot's going to win next year. So let's just put it out there. He's going to win next year.
I mean,
Look. I predict most of these guys next year will not even be on YouTube.
Oh, they'll be on YouTube.
Twitter.
They'll still try to milk. No, they'll milk the cow for as much as they can get out of it, bro.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I believe by the time next year comes,
I
mean, right now it's over. It's over.
Oh yeah,
they're in a civil war. The whole house is falling down.
Right.
I believe they cannot make that switch. They have already drawn their line in the sand.
Mm-hmm.
They are already being mocked and teased for some of their comments. The PlayStation community will never let them live that down. Therefore, they will disappear, and then they will show up again out of the blue with a changed name, a changed tone, and then they will come in like they've been Team PlayStation.
Oh yeah.
Wait till E3. Wait till E3.
I think that's one of my topics. No, I got that's one of the topics. But you know what's funny about that? Before we get into the spec talk and all that jazz, man, you notice how the Xbox One the One X been on the market for what? How long has the Xbox One X been on the market? Like 5 months, 6 months?
6 months.
About 6 months, right? You got dudes hyping up a new one. They want a brand new console because they see them PS5 specs getting leaked or whatnot, supposedly being.
Oh, they damage controlling that.
Let me tell you something. If you want another console after you've already spent $500 on an Xbox One X, and you're looking to spend an additional $500 or $400 for another one, it's time for you to get a PC.
Right.
It's time. The excuses go out the window.
The fact that you want more hardware before games is just ridiculous.
Right. That's all you see. They sound more like PC dudes rather than Xbox dudes. You notice that they're saying, well, I can play my old games better. What did PC dudes say last gen? We can play all the old games better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It sounds exactly like PC dudes from last gen at least.
And I had somebody tweet me saying that how would you feel if Batman was announced and it was only on Xbox? And I said I wouldn't care because I have an Xbox as well. And if you want to go to the store and get a different console, there's nothing stopping you. I thought one of the funniest tweets I saw was when somebody said Sony's being anti-consumer for putting this game only on the Sony platform. And I said, so how are they? I said, let me understand. Sony's being anti-consumer for giving people a reason to go buy their platform.
Exactly.
That's pro-consumer.
That's pro-consumer.
I can see if Sony was showing up with your
making you wait months upon months and you're not playing a single thing. That's anti-consumer. Anti-consumer is them giving you apps and damage controlling and changing the narrative around games, saying that, oh, well, not many people care about first-party games. Oh, well, multi-plats, they sell the most, so I don't think you guys deserve any first-party. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Single player games are not as impactful as multiplayer, right? Isn't that what Phil said? That is anti-consumer. So
yeah,
I like how these dudes are hitting up Insomniac developers talking about, is this game coming to Xbox? And they're getting shut down like, never? No? What the fuck?
And you got dudes act like this is how you know these dudes have never gamed before. They never played back in the day, Craig or Jay. Jay, what did we do back in the day, bro, when we had these consoles? We had them all, did we or not? Did we or did we not?
Exactly.
We had them all. We knew why we had them all because they had what, Jay?
They had all the. I mean, think about it. They had all the exclusives. They had all the multiplayer. They had all the comic games. Had any and everything you wanted.
Hell, even before they started releasing third-party games, on multiple consoles, they still had their exclusives on one particular one that you had to go buy because you wanted to play. We played all of these consoles. The GameCube, a lot of people hate the GameCube. I think the GameCube is dope compared to the Xbox One.
Yo, y'all gotta understand the wrestling games on GameCube
was lit. That was lit.
I think what killed the GameCube was the size of the media, like the disc.
Yeah.
And we was in a time where DVDs were very big, and if you didn't have a DVD player, it was like, oh yeah, you were done. And I think Nintendo took a bad hit when it came to that. Like the fact that they had mini disc, it was just like, God, what are you doing?
Like we knew this. We knew this back in the day. We knew that we couldn't play Toy Story at the time on the PS1. We only could play that on Sega. Remember that joint? And nobody complained about any of this. We just had fun.
You know what's so funny? These dudes complain about Spider-Man.
The Almighty Spartan, Day of Reckoning. That was it, yo. That was the game. That was the game one. These dudes complain about
Spider-Man on multiple platforms before, right? And stating that they played it 10 years ago. Newsflash: if you haven't played Separation Anxiety, Maximum Carnage, Spider-Man and X-Men Arcade's Revenge, you haven't played no fucking Spider-Man games in my book.
And speaking of Spider-Man, is All Day on? Y'all seen All Day on Twitter? Is he on?
I haven't seen All Day in a while, bro.
Yeah, he may be on Twitter.
Because we had a conversation about this too. It's funny to me how dudes say like they claim they're huge Spider-Man fans, like these Xbox dudes are trying to cling on to it now. They want this game so bad. It's funny how these same dudes didn't even know about the PS1 version of Spider-Man, which was still like one of the best Spider-Man games we had in a long time.
Yep.
It's crazy, man.
I can't wait, man. We got so much coming out, man.
What about the deal? Sony got that deal, and that Sony had a chance to buy all the Marvel properties. They only bought Spider-Man. So in last year's E3, I said this earlier. I believe it was Sean Layton. Before he walked off the stage, he said, "We're going to bring out another one more exclusive, a true exclusive." And then they showed Spider-Man.
He just left exactly.
Yeah, then they left. Yeah, so it's just kind of like, oh, all right, that was a pretty good E3, But I just do not understand. It's to a point they're hyping up marketing deals, possibly when. Who cares about that?
The Division 2 marketing deals is what makes a console. It doesn't make a console. We didn't have marketing deals back at the PS1 and PS2 era. We didn't have marketing deals with the GameCube. We didn't have marketing deals with the Wii. We didn't have marketing deals with these games, with these consoles back then.
My thing that gets me,
or multiple companies making the games in variety from different consoles. It was never a lock deal with Sony. It was never a lock deal with Microsoft. It was never like that. In-house games were made by in-house companies, and that's it.
My thing is that people are getting upset at these developers saying, "Oh, how you got Xbox One hardware out there and you're not showing what your game can really do on a better platform." It's like, dude, you think developers really give a fuck about if your game looks better on their platform?
Yeah,
no, it's all about
which one sells the most.
Right, whoever got the big install base. Like that's like me.
Look at the Switch right now. If the PS4 and the Xbox One were just now coming out, and let's say the Switch was at 90 million units, do you really think they will be pushing the PS4 or the Xbox One right now over the Switch?
I don't know.
Exactly. That's how it is. Dudes don't think, man. They don't think, and they try to cling on to stuff. And it angers me when they think they can debate you on something that can't be debated. There's some stuff that just can't be debated about. You can't.
And then they'll try to switch the narrative so you can look like you're stupid. It's like, dude, shut the fuck up, bro. Like
come on. My dude told us something. He gonna bury me, Alex, and Craig in our backyards with ponies. Come on, bro.
Right.
Come on, bro. What is wrong with you? You haven't played the game in years. That's exclusive.
Yeah.
He's losing that.
Yeah. And the thing is,
these dudes be playing Cody. They play Cody.
Was trying to have
Oh yeah, I forgot about Cody.
Yeah.
Notice how Cody no longer exists in the Xbox world now, but they hyped it up like it was a game changer. Remember that?
Right. Yeah.
Game changer.
Man, these dudes don't know what else to do, man. They're so I don't know, dry.
Yo,
with
ideas. God, if Microsoft shows up at E3, they say, "Hey, we're partnered by Slim Jim." Watch dudes just knock that out of the park, and just go, "Oh my god, wonderful news! They're now sponsored by Slim Jim." And
they'll hit up their local Costco's and buy Slim Jim by the dozens.
Oh my god! Yeah, because Slim Jim's better than jerky, so we need Slim Jims.
Yeah, remember when they had that whole marketing thing at the 360 era? It was Doritos and Mountain Dew.
Yeah,
everybody wanted Doritos and Mountain Dew. It was like, shut the fuck up, bro. Like,
why do you guys think? Why do you guys think they're afraid to ask Phil Spencer and Aaron Greenberg and all those guys for these types of games? Why do you think they're so afraid?
The thing is, I don't think they're afraid. I think they've already asked them. The problem is they're upset. They're not getting answered. They're not getting replied to for this. You notice how every reply they get as of late is damage control or something.
Nah. You know what? I'm gonna simplify it even better for you.
Go ahead, bro.
Phil Spencer, at the end of the day, is gonna look for his best interest in investment for his company. He is not gonna go into the general public and ask for opinions when he already knows exactly what he needs to look for. And right now, at this moment, the way the 1X is actually being received by multiple people, it's not a good rating. And people could damage control the crap out of it and say that is a good system. But at the end of the day, is the performance and what it speaks for. Right now, the X, as a marketable item, it is not performing up to task. And that's the bottom line.
Yeah.
Who is John Gates? Did John Gates threaten you on Twitter again? I don't know what that is, bro. But okay. Nah. If anybody had any animosity towards me, it all pretty much died with Spider-Man's reveal, release date reveal. Let's be real here. I've asked it numerous times. Y'all saw me. Y'all have been here. Y'all been witnesses to it. I've asked it numerous times. What do you have that can compete with Spider-Man? And we never got an excuse. We never got a reply about that. All we got was pony insults.
Mm-hmm.
Now you look at the day that they dreaded, it's here, and what are they doing? They're crying for that game. They want that game.
Well, again, they always, I don't know why they're looking at it as a competition. It's no longer that anymore. Again, somebody did tweet Insomniac, and they said, you're going to rule the day when you didn't use the most powerful console to display your game. I mean, it's just, first, I don't get it. The first party games on the Xbox are outperforming the third party games. So that is their first party guys, developers, getting everything they can out of the X. Whereas that the third party guys are not doing that. They're using dynamic resolutions and different kind of upscaling techniques. Whereas at least the only, I guess the Far Cry game is 4K native, but I got corrected today on my podcast. Doom is 4K, but it's dynamic.
It's dynamic,
which 3 is dynamic. It's not native, so it's almost. And I was saying this to Kratos earlier. I don't think these guys are anti-consumer as much as they're anti-Sony. They just don't want Sony.
Another thing is, they say that they're going to rule the day that they did not use it on the world's most powerful console. But I'm like, they're already on the world's most powerful console. This console has the games. It has the driving force. Yours does not have nothing. You have the visuals.
Not even that, Ryan. Like, you gotta understand, it's not about how powerful it is. It's what you utilize within it.
What you got, really. That's what it got. The power is what you got. That's what what power is.
You remember the 32 and 64-bit wars with PlayStation 1 and the Nintendo.
People,
Nintendo fans was like, "Oh, we got better looking games than the PS1." But that little gray box out smacked y'all literally with just fucking games.
Exactly. Let me pay the bills real quick. Savage Lobo, $2. He says Xbox got news. It's an app partnered by Monster.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with the Xbox. Bought it, understanding what they were trying to do. The problem is Porter Rock took people's money because they didn't understand what Microsoft was trying to do.
And you say Porter Rock is over the top for that. I'm like, I suggest you watch the video. He's like literally trying his best not to take his money.
Yeah,
tried his best.
It was Porter Rock, but yeah, the other guys. So
it's crazy.
It's I don't understand. I get it now. My hypothesis is that they actually thought, and I'm not going to say who said this on a podcast, but what the guy did say that once Xbox comes out, people would depart the PlayStation because the games are going to look and run so much better. Then maybe some of that IP will start coming. And again, the same cat said all the PlayStation out beginning of this console cycle because of the indies, and that's what they were pushing. They didn't have a lot of AAA games. They had more games, but they didn't have as many AAA games, and so they said, well, those games don't count. They're not AAA. That's what's come back to bite them in the ass.
Right.
So
you look at
it's
funny too, bro. It's funny. Last time I checked, crap gamers attacking people on Twitter because of the Spider-Man reveal.
Yeah.
And what's even more funny about it though, and what's the cherry on the damn Sunday at this point, guys? Everybody's familiar with the Red Dragon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you already know what the Red Dragon.
Sold his Xbox, bro.
He sold it, and the backlash behind it is not even funny.
It ain't funny. Like it cannot be. Like I don't understand. I don't get it. He
honest. I mean, Red Dragon. Shout out to him. He was honest. He said it. It's not doing anything for me.
Yeah.
I'm not. It's just catching.
After the numerous videos with the titles saying stuff like Sony's holding the X back, remember those videos? After those numerous videos, reality has set in. Like who said? Me. All that damage control, all them lies, it's going to hurt you in the long run. Clearly see, he didn't get nothing for his purchase of $500.
Well, did he really sell it? Did he really sell it, or is he just trying to trigger people? I mean,
no, he legit sold it. He legit sold it.
He sold it.
I mean, the whole purpose of buying a gaming console is to enjoy the games that come to it, whether it's third party or exclusives. And
that's why
the fact that it's not delivering.
I thought we bought consoles to enjoy the experiences, not
that's the whole point.
About power.
It's supposed to get you out of the real world and even
just have you escape reality and the harsh reality that we live in, unless you get lost in another world. That's what gaming was about back then. But no, apparently not.
Yep.
Apparently not, brother.
Black Bond came on your podcast last week. He said something very simple. It's true. It was, hey, look, the console war's over. Just go out and buy. If you have a job, you can go out and get both consoles. Even if it takes you a while to save your money, you can get both of them. I know in my city, you can get an Xbox One S for $139. You can get the slim Xbox at a pawn shop.
You don't need
$159.
Unless you have a 4K display, you don't need an X or Pro, so you're not missing out on anything.
I mean, honestly, if you already build your library on your PlayStation 4 and you're thinking, oh, I got to get the X, honestly, I would say you really don't. Honestly, look, I own the X. And the only reason why I own the shit is...
What's up, Jay Fon? What's up, my brother? Good to see you. If you want on the show, let me know. I'll send you that invite, brother, because I need to talk. I would love to hear your input on this as well, but welcome.
When I had the S, you know what I'm saying, PUBG played like dog shit. And, so I said, I had to upgrade. You know what I'm saying? I upgraded, and now it's gotten to the point where I can't even play PUBG no more because it's still broken, bro. It's like I'm not even enjoying the game the way I was
there's only one person he's legit holding up the hype for that game, Alex, and that's Randall Thor. Randall Thor is playing that. He's having a blast on that. He's saying I play with my friends, and he shows that he plays it.
But they told you guys, if you bought that game, PUBG, they told you it wasn't finished and that it would be a while.
Yeah,
so they didn't lie.
Just like Thieves, huh?
No, but you would think, though, after this much time that passed, it'll be up there. And I think the delays that they're giving people is making Fortnite even bigger. Because, now I catch myself playing Fortnite more than I'm playing PUBG. Like, I'm having more fun playing
I
Fortnite.
agree with that. Fortnite has definitely benefited if you like that style of game. But my point is that they didn't lie to the people who bought it. They told everybody it was in preview, done. So yeah, some of the stuff I saw, I think Alex, you had that video up where you was driving that car or truck and there were just no people. Yeah, I mean it was funny, but it's kind of like, well, they told us this was the way this game was going to be. But I mean, it does seem like they're thinking of
they fixed those problems, they fixed those glitches, they fixed they fixed most of that, but it's just the shitty frame rates and the crashing. Like, you know what's that?
I honestly don't think they'll ever get the frames the way it is.
Yeah, that's the one game that's not going to run perfect on the console.
Listen, I don't know what the hell.
Requires a lot of power.
But it runs really good on a phone.
Yeah.
Like that
the bill was real quick. This is from Michael Pruitt. Microsoft is a software company, but they're shrouding people with hardware and controllers. Game Pass is irrelevant to me until it comes to PS4. I mean, I understand. Yeah, I agree. It's sad. They have treated the whole Xbox. They basically hold the entire Xbox out. You think about it. Everything's being sold separately. Controllers, the damn games are now being sold to different companies. It's crazy. It's sad. What's up, Diver?
Jake, let me ask you, do you think the guys that own the Xbox don't know about the famous argument that Bill Gates, co-founder, got into it with Steve Jobs, co-founder of Apple, how they were in each other's faces, and Steve Jobs threw his hands down and said Apple stuff is better. Doesn't matter what you do at Microsoft, Apple stuff is better.
Yeah.
And Bill Gates took off his
question of the day, though. Question of the day. I really got to ask this.
Let me say what Bill Gates said in response. He said, "So what's the Microsoft?"
Everybody, can you hear me?
There she is. What's up? What's up, time for?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Pardon me. I still don't have. A
connection is bad.
You're breaking up, time for.
Pardon me, but
what?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm trying for you guys. I'm really
drunk, bro. You sound like you talking on Planet Namek right now, bro.
I'm breaking up.
Yeah, you bought no.
All right, well, I'll let her fix that. But
all right, you know
what? Ryan?
If you can hear me, I'm gonna come
back.
Okay.
I just if say come back, I'm gonna come.
Yeah, I'd rather you just talk in the chat, like type whatever you want to say. Because right now we can't hear you, bro. Word.
Just shut up.
All right, but oh man, so.
Well, let me finish with what Bill Gates said. Let me finish with what Bill Gates said to Steve Jobs. Basically, Bill Gates said to Steve Jobs, that doesn't matter that your stuff's better, Steve. Microsoft has more stuff. We'll control the market. Now, look how that turned out. When you think of Apple, you think of hardware. When you think of Microsoft, you think of software. It's like right now, the Xbox community can scream up and down how much better the Xbox is. It's like, well, that doesn't matter. Sony's sold more. They control the market. Yeah. So that's what Bill Gates. If Bill Gates do that, he co-founded the damn company. Why are some of the Xbox people having trouble understanding that? You don't control what's going on. You're not the leading platform. It doesn't matter how much more powerful you are.
Mm-hmm.
So
I never thought
OG Xbox was more powerful than PlayStation 2, and it didn't control anything.
Yeah, I don't get it though. They said they missed out. Like, you're missing out not bringing it to the X, but it's like I guess y'all forgot about the actual in-depth reveal for Spider-Man on the Pro. Y'all see the extra textures on the suit, the mask, the fabrics. I mean, it looked ridiculously well done. So I don't think they regret anything. They're fine. So
that's part of the problem. There are no 4K games. Like, you look at games like Uncharted, Detroit Become Human. You look at God of War. You look at all of those exclusives, and all of those games look better than anything on the X. And it's not even in 4K. It's checkerboarded or 1440p or whatever it is. No one cares. Who cares about 4K when you're getting the kind of graphics you're getting on the PlayStation?
Facts.
That's part of the problem, right? If if the best 4K we're gonna see on the X is gonna be PUBG, then what's the point?
Yeah, that's true.
Could they get PUBG to run like 1080p 60 maybe on the X? Maybe that's what they should go for.
Doubt it. That's
CPU,
nah.
that's
They get
CPU
on the CPU. Yeah, that CPU is a bottleneck. Remember?
Yeah,
that CPU can't handle it. Yeah,
Well,
maybe on the PS5 with these specs, maybe with the PS5, but not no damn Xbox One X. Which goes to show that the Xbox One X, at the end of the day, it was nothing but wasted R&D. Wasted.
Yeah, I don't know why they even wasted money or time investing into that.
Now, I understand they're making a somewhat better console, right? Like for the mid to help keep the generation going a little bit. But the way they hyped this damn console up, you would think the generation was going to start all over again, as if it was going to be a brand spanking new PS5 sort of thing, right? That's how they did it. And they just completely did everything wrong by doing that. It's terrible. Like, I don't understand that at all. So it sucks, man. It sucks.
Yeah, and mine's not terrible. I understand what they were trying to do. So I'm fine with it. I mean, It's just like, well, you know, it's for multiplayer stuff, multiplats mostly. That's what people wanted when they were screaming at.
About that.
You know,
did you hear about that? Craig? The trace rendering. I forgot all about that. I heard
the ray tracer.
Oh, yeah. That's
for
a
the
few
PC.
years, fine.
Yeah,
that's a wait.
PC.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's fine if it's going to do that. If they implement that, fine. I mean, for me, like I said, this is kind of like, okay, this is over with. It's just, you know, I'm going to enjoy the games. You know, I'll go out and get a Rise Son of Rome maybe tomorrow and get it at GameStop for whatever, $4 or $5. Play it, beat it, take it back. It is not that big a deal to me.
If I already see Game Pass, like a lot of people are praising Game Pass like myself, but I can see the price of Game Pass going up because I'm pretty sure these third-party devs, you know, they got the games on there, are going to get very, very, very greedy, just like they did with PS Now. Remember how they had like Ben 10 for like $12?
Can you guys hear me now? Not to interrupt.
Yes, we hear you perfectly.
Jay Fonz is waiting on the link, Ryan.
I got him. My bad, big dog.
Okay. Got you, Jay Fonz. Thanks for coming on, brother, in advance. How you doing, Princess?
I have to hop out and come back in real quick.
Put it this way, I've been better, but I'm getting better each day.
Drunk yourself at the start. I'm like, oh no.
No, I'm getting better each day. I mean, I still have my issues with my throat and my breathing and stuff like that, but I'm all right.
Yeah,
I'm a survivor. What the fuck? I'm a survivor. Come on. I ain't gonna stop playing my video games in the meantime. No, ain't happening.
Dude's out here foaming out the mouth. That's all, man. Man.
I think I'm gonna ask the Xbox community to boycott Infinity War because it has Spider-Man in it.
Oh, the stupidity knows no bounds. The stupidity knows no bounds.
Yeah. I'll say my last tweet about Spider-Man is that since he's going to be in Infinity War in a few more weeks, why don't you all just boycott it? You know, because that's indirect marketing for some.
You got Hebot on the damn picture again. Yeah, it's Hebot. Oh God, this phone Hebot, bro. Yeah, you know, I want to debate with you two, like a legit debate between you two.
He don't want this work no more, man. We tried last time. All he did was yell and tell me he wanted to come see me from Queens. And
wait, why does he always resort to the same tactic every time he debates with somebody? Like,
he's mentally ill.
Hey, that's the new hotness, bro. You gotta like threaten him. You gotta go. I'm gonna take a 7-hour road trip to go get you. That's the whole thing.
If we talking about gaming, let's talk about games, man. Like, put your point across. Don't just try to bring some gangster stuff into the whole conversation, and you know you're not about that life.
This is
nigga 50 years old trying to fight, man.
This is you. Go damn well.
No, I agree with you guys on that shit because that's some corny ass shit, man. Like you said, talk about gaming. I get it all the time. I get people telling me they're gonna come beat me up, rape me, and do all this crazy shit. You know, come on now. Let's stop this shit.
Ashley Lucas, why I made her a mod. I'm like, listen, you ain't gonna bring that shit here. Yeah. You ain't doing that
exactly.
shit.
But see, that's what I'm saying. It's retarded. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. We're talking about gaming. Why do you got to come in with this bullshit?
Right, exactly.
That's why when they go left, I go left, and then they can't take the heat because
then they play
exactly.
like, oh, this shouldn't have went down like this. But I'm like, you started it.
Exactly.
There's no logic with making threats if you know you're not gonna do nothing. Like that's just the way it is, man.
Right.
I mean, yo, Esco, you already know we from the Bronx, bro. You already know how it is with us over here. You know we don't take the threats lightly.
Stepping here with that beast avatar.
Oh yeah, no, don't play with somebody from the fucking Bronx, man. Don't do that shit, man. You can get your ass fucked up. I know that shit. Don't fuck with anybody from the city, certain city areas, okay? Because you're gonna get your ass fucked up pretty quick.
Nah, it just shows how it is. When you got to go personal over video games, you know you've lost every ounce of your mental psyche.
Dude, I'm telling you, he's loony.
So
with Dragon Ball Z earrings and shit.
Let that dude just stay as a constant meme on Twitter.
Of course, that's how I go ham.
I'm just gonna move that on.
He actually moved up, man. He went from being a meme to actually being in the video game. Somebody showed me yesterday.
Oh no!
I don't know. Hold on, let me see if I can get him in. The viewers showed me. I was like, "Word? He's a star in the game."
No.
Nah, don't play with me. Like that,
get the hell out of here.
Nah,
somebody play tricks on your ass.
What's up?
Look at my picture. That's him.
Oh shit!
He made it, nigga. We made it.
Like a character, man.
I'm dead.
Nigga, we made it.
Yo, don't he look like the old grandma from Howling Castle or some shit like that?
Damn.
Oh no.
This nigga's a walking meme, bro.
Nah, fam, that's crazy.
I'm done. Moving on. Let's get back to this shit because this is stupid.
I'll leave the savagery alone.
Hey, I'm gonna ask Fonz. Hey, Fonz, you there, brother?
Yeah, I'm here. What's up?
My boy, what up, man?
You seen Twitter. What's your response to this whole shit on Twitter with Spider-Man, my dude? Go ahead.
What stuff on Twitter?
These dudes acting ridiculous on Twitter. They want fucking the Infinity War movie to be canceled because Spider-Man's in it. They're saying that Sony, or actually not really Sony, they're saying that Insomniac is missing out, by releasing it on the underpowered PS4 instead of the Xbox One X, and you're just talking shit left and right.
Man, I don't even get involved in that mess. I don't give a damn about that stuff. I really don't. I mean, at the end of the day, we're going to get Spider-Man on the PS4. The bottom line. It's going to be a great game. We're going to have fun playing it. And if people are really salty out there about not getting it on their console of choice, well, buy a PS4. That's it.
Exactly. That's putting it there. That's
what I do. I mean, I buy all the consoles because I'm a gamer at the end of the day. I don't hold an allegiance to one fucking console. Never have, never will. That's just not me. I like to play my games. I don't like to play boxes.
Right. And did we have this problem with this fanboy shit last year? Like, did we have this problem back in the day, back in the 90s? Did we have this problem?
Hell no.
Yes, to a certain degree. See, what happened is, because I can go way back, okay? I'm a lot older than some of these guys. Going way back to my childhood and stuff, we had little things like, they might, a friend might say their Super Nintendo was better than your Genesis, or Genesis had blood on Mortal Kombat.
But did we ever go to the extremes of attacking?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Here's the reason why. The reason why is because social media fucked everything up. Social media is the cesspool of just all kinds of bullshit nowadays. We've got guys that are running around being keyboard warriors, being tough guys behind keyboards, because we don't get that interaction, that face-to-face interaction. That's the bottom line. See, when we were kids and we were talking about each other's consoles or each other's games, we were face-to-face. You'd get an ass whooping if you said the wrong thing. Nowadays, behind that keyboard, you're anonymous.
And you can just say whatever the hell you want.
Exactly.
I definitely agree.
He's 100% right on that. He's 100%.
You paid the bills real quick. This for $2 for Michael Pruitt. He said #throat baby.
That's right. Throat baby.
There you go. So I guess he's been watching Craig's videos, because that's all Craig says in his videos. I know Fonz still doesn't know what the hell this game. Actually, let me phrase that. We because I can't even put myself out there like that. But we as a whole, we don't know what the hell this game's about. But all we see is a damn baby in a throat. So I don't know.
Nah, and people don't like my whole thing on Kojima. I think he's overrated anyway. So that's just me though, personally.
Nah, you're open to your opinions, man. That's opinion. Just the way it is.
That's exactly what I just said. He's allowed to have his opinions, just like I'm allowed to have mine. Everybody's allowed to have their opinion.
Yeah,
you're not forcing it on nobody. You're not forcing it on nobody. You're just saying you're talking from your point of view, not everybody's point of view.
Yeah, so exactly. I just most of his games are filled with weirdness, stuff that like there's certain things in games that we do understand that you just don't understand. There's certain things in every game that's just like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah, I think you told me when I first met you. You said you didn't really like, or you never really got into Metal Gear. Is that what you said? You never got into it?
No. I think Metal Gear is a good series. I think that
wasn't for you.
Kind of rolled off the deep end, especially the last one with with the demon shit and everything. Like,
yeah.
That one was.
So I know you happy for Survive, aren't you? What Kojima's doing with or not Kojima, but Konami's doing with Metal Gear Survive. Charge you for save slots.
Yeah, them just balls down. They ain't getting my money with that dog shit.
And all that DLC, the microtransaction stuff. I'm not down with that stuff.
Agreed.
Yeah.
So let's get into some talks, man. The PS5 specs release. Supposedly these are the specs. Going to use, if I remember correctly, it's going to use Navi PC architecture. Now, if I remember correctly, I did a little bit of research on Navi. It's similar to x86, but it's a new tech. It's a little bit more powerful. Got a little bit more to work with. It's going to use a Zen CPU. And there was no talks of the terabytes, or not terabytes, but the teraflops or anything like that, of how much is going to run, or the RAM. So, you guys' thoughts on that?
Just another console.
It's up in the air. We don't.
Not bad.
We don't know what they're gonna kind of implement into the console itself. We can only speculate. But if they do incorporate some of these things that we're actually looking forward to, then yes, it'll be a good console. Let's see how much. Now, my thing is the pricing point for the console. What's it gonna sell for? Like if they do.
Well, I got on, so just check them. But agree.
You really, I mean, that's a great point. Is the price? If it comes out anything over $500, it's going to be a hard sell.
Yeah, 400 is the sweet spot, but it's like time needs to get by for that to be an option for us. Time has to go. Like this shit's gonna be expensive.
They just gonna do what they did with the PS2 era when they went from PS2 to PS3. They still kept the PS2 as relevant as possible. I think they'll do the same thing with the
Sony
PS4.
Always does that. That's been Sony's thing. Like, look at the PS3. How long did it take for the PS3 to die?
Yeah. I mean, it took them a while.
I know people are still playing on it. I don't think it's dead yet.
It's not.
There's them not like advertising and like selling them themselves.
That generation lasted longer than what it needed to because of the money they lost. But if you remember, the way Sony has always done it is that they'll leave their platform that's doing good out until the shit is dead, and then you see the exclusives start running on the newer platform. They didn't get that opportunity with the PS3 because it didn't take off right. I mean,
sorry to interrupt you for a second. Got another got paid bills again. Got another super from Andrew Wilkins. Appreciate you, bro. $5. Y'all see Zaire's stream where he was about to cry because Crap unfollowed him on Twitter, and Z thanked Crap for ambition.
Sorry.
I gotta say something.
I've seen it. You a lying ass nigga, man.
I gotta say something. I gotta say something because I know a lot of people are like beefing with certain people and stuff, and I don't have beefs with anybody online.
Yeah, no, you stay in the corner. You mostly just observe.
But I do have friendships with certain people, and Zaire's a friend. I talk to him and stuff. Guys, come on, he does this stuff for show. Anybody who believes any of the stuff he's doing right now, I mean,
yeah,
I could sell you a bridge, bro.
Yeah.
Why do you think I laughed? Because I know the deal.
Oh yeah,
why do you think
we
I
know
laughed?
the hustle, Jay. We know the hustle.
Mm-hmm.
It's all the hustle at the end of the day.
But he admits it. He says it to everybody.
He says all show, right? He says all entertainment or some shit.
Yep.
So
yeah.
Just
why do you think I'm laughing?
Crap. Just like Crap. We know it's all the show. We know his hustle. His hustle is Megaton and his titles. So
Megaton news.
No, it's Megaton news that don't play games.
Yeah.
And I'll say it. I don't
much.
care. So it is what it is. It is what it is. You talk news, gaming news, but you don't play games.
Yep, that is true. Yeah. Oh man, let's move on to the topic.
What I'll say about the specs is that, but this is based on the articles that came out years ago in Eurogamer. That there, the guy was right. Richard Ledbetter, whatever his name is, says Sony takes generational leap. So that's all I would look at. Whatever they have a Jaguar CPU now. What's the next CPU generation? I mean, start there. So, and then the knob.
Craig, that's all I care about, man. All I care about is that CPU. Get rid of the dog shit CPU we've got now, and we're good. I want,
that's true, Fonz. Like they can keep the GPU that's in the Xbox One X. Just get rid of the CPUs and upgrade that for the new one. That's it.
Yeah, pretty much.
You can just carry the Xbox One X over and add a little bit more RAM and get rid of that CPU. Boom, you got a better.
Just put it this way: if they put a Ryzen, even a Ryzen
chip.
Even a Ryzen 5 would be so sufficient to last them for another.
I don't know. It's kind of
years.
This whole MCA Wi-Fi, what's going on?
Nah, he's at work.
20 gigabyte or 20 teraflop GPU and stuff. That's all fake news, man. That ain't happening.
Yeah, 20. If it's 20 teraflops, it really is going to launch in 2018. Price ain't gonna be no damn $500.
Let's just cut the bullshit.
I agree with the Fonz. That shit ain't gonna happen.
2018 ain't happening either. 2018 is out the window.
Yeah, people are just.
I agree with you.
Doing this.
Here's the history of PlayStation. All right, we all know it here. I mean, we should. Every console they've ever launched, besides like the PS2, has come out in November. It's always been that way, except for the PS2 in March. I think they're going to announce it here. If it does come out in 2019, it's going to be announced at this E3. It'll be out November 2019. 25th anniversary of PlayStation. It fits perfectly.
Right.
Games that are on the horizon. We've got like Ghost of Tsushima, Death Stranding. Last of Us 2, all those games are going to be compatible with the PS4 and PS5. That is what I'm thinking.
They're going to use x86 fonts. They're not going back to no cell.
Yeah.
It just makes
nothing going to happen.
No, it makes a lot of sense.
As long as they keep coming out with bangers, is all I care about. Hardware, I care less for.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh no,
I agree 100%.
You got to be real. Power does, when people say that power isn't a thing, it is a big thing.
It's a big thing because you can tell how big of a leap you can get.
Anytime a new console comes out, with every generation, the first thing people look at is the graphics. They go, man, look what it looks like now. I mean, I'm coming from the Atari 2600. What we're getting nowadays just blows my mind compared to what I was playing back when I was a kid.
Oh yeah, pretty much, man. Pretty much. I played on most of those old consoles as well. Like, and it amazes me at times, like the whole leaps that we have from the 90s till now. It's remarkable. The only thing is that I have my reference. It's just, how well are they gonna integrate?
Hey, Carlos,
bro, are you calling from jail? What's going on, bro?
Nah, he's
I'm at work, man.
It sounds when you cut out, like it sounds like you're calling
right here.
a payphone or something.
Yeah, I mean, all graphics are cool and all that, but if I could get more detail, more characters on screen, that's more my lane. You know what I'm saying? Of course, 4K is dope, but if I can get more characters on screen, then that'd be dope for me too. Like online experiences to be a little better, more characters on screen. I mean,
right.
I just want that 60 frames. 60 frames is where it's at, man.
4K 60.
I agree with some of what you guys are saying, but if you ain't got the gameplay, I mean, I love graphics, don't get me wrong. I do. Good graphics. But if you ain't got the gameplay to go along with it that's good, the graphics ain't worth shit then.
Yeah.
So that power is nothing. That power is nothing then. Well, so you gotta have a game that's gonna bring you in. You gotta have the gameplay with it, okay? And good gameplay, not this and stop all this other bullshit in the game. Just give me good gameplay. If the graphics are good with it, I'm happy. I'm very happy then.
No, you're right to an extent. Yes, of course, the mechanics, the gameplay, that's all great. But let me break it down this way. Let's say the next gen comes out. We got the Xbox 2, whatever they call it. All right, the new Xbox, and it's got photorealistic graphics. The thing looks amazing. It's running at 60 frames, and you're getting all these multiplats playing beautifully. But then the PS5 comes out, and it looks exactly like the PS4 Pro, no better, and it's not running any better. You're going to be a little salty.
Yeah, you're going to be a little salty, especially you see the numbers, like the sales number, like $500 fund.
Actually, I'm not going to be salty because I'm happy with my PS4 right now. So I will continue playing on it. I'm not that type of person. I'm not going to get salty over shit like that. That's just not me. I just don't do that. No, other people, but I agree that other people will be very fucking salty over it, but that's not me. Mm-hmm. That's not me. I'll just continue doing what I got to do and play my games the way I play them and what makes me happy. Okay. I'm not going to get salty because at the end of the day, once again, I'm not a corporate slave. They don't pay me. So I'm just going to do what I got to do to enjoy myself.
Well, see, I'm not an Xbox fat boy. You know what I'm saying? Like I had the upgrade.
No, I know you're not.
Yes, I know you're not. I'm all about that power. You know, I got to have it.
You gotta go on PC, Fonz. That's all I gotta say.
No. I had PC before. No, thanks.
I'm on it right now. Just get that PC, bro. Jump to it.
No, all that competition going on online when you're playing shooters and stuff, you need to be good on that mouse and keyboard. And
you do. Yeah, I take it from me and Fonz. If you play shooters and all that shit like Call of Duty, don't bring a mouse or don't bring a controller to the mouse and keyboard fight. You get bodied. I promise you.
Yeah, pretty much.
So yeah. Wow. Because thank you. Get rid of that fucking moron. I don't even time.
Like, you know what's crazy? People say that you guys on PC, and not to be funny, I'm gonna make a joke right now. All right, but that you got the mouse and keyboard, and you fuck somebody up in fighting games. Well, you know how many people have fucked up on a fighting game that played on PC?
I will say that too, though. I will say it's better competition when it comes to like fighters on console than PC. I'll say that much.
Okay. No,
there's more people playing fighters on console than there are on PC for the most.
Yeah.
part.
I agree 100%. I was just being funny. I was just trying to be cute. That's all.
If y'all see the Counter-Strike, the Counter-Strike competition, man, that should be lit.
Yeah, I've seen that. I'm like, okay, if you guys are really that good at your gaming, you get this competition. Because this thing, they're getting $5 to win. They getting travel around the world, all expenses paid, and plus they can win some good money. That Counter-Strike team, my God, I mean that was amazing. That thing's amazing. So is the Splatoon. That I can't believe how fast those kids were going playing. Heck, I'm like, good grief, I get bodied up there against those kids. But I just but I do like that competition. I think it's always on WGN or TBS or something like that. Yeah, it's cool to watch. It's fun to watch.
Okay, definitely. So is anybody now? I have this as one of the topics, but has Sony completely destroyed all reasons for you to watch Microsoft's E3 this year?
No, I wouldn't say to that point.
You wouldn't say that?
I would say to that point, I just say that for me, it's actually Microsoft that destroyed it for Microsoft because when they do shit, they do hardware and no software most of the lately. So if anybody did it, they did it to themselves. I don't think it has any. I don't think Sony has anything to do with it. And anybody blames it on Sony, you're an idiot because you just got to go with what's going. I mean, I'm still going to watch it and see what happens, but I don't expect much.
You're going at it with an open mind, like open-minded, basically.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Exactly. I want them to surprise me.
Okay. Any of you feel the same? And want to add anything to that, Fonz?
Nah, I don't. I need to add.
Nothing to add. Y'all going in with low expectations, basically.
I'm not. I have high expectations. If they can drop a Splinter Cell, we're going to hopefully see some more Ori gameplay. Forza 4 possibly being announced. It's their time to shine. To me, the Xbox. This is what I tell everybody who has an Xbox who says, "Well, we ain't got no games." The console's been out for 6 months, and they have gotten a PUBG game. They're getting a Hellblade game. They're getting No Man's Sky. They've gotten like 4. They've got Sea of Thieves. They're going to get State of Decay in a few more weeks. So it's not like the games are coming. Okay, fine. If you want to say the games aren't good, if one man's junk, another man's treasure, fine. But I just think a lot of them, not all of them, bought the X thinking that it was going to be a paradigm shift. And that's what you're seeing online. But as far as E3, yeah, fine. Show me a Splinter Cell game. I'll be happy. Show me the Metro. Give me a release date on that. It's got a 4K rat on it, so I'm happy. So I'm fine with that. I mean, it's just the Xbox is fine. Mine is fine. Did the fanboys make it something it wasn't? Yes. Do they look stupid right now? Absolutely. So I mean, it does a little bit more. That's all it does. That's fine.
Hey, Craig, buy some more stock in that Preparation H.
I gotta interject because I don't feel stupid at all for buying the X. Honestly, I've been playing the X like crazy with all the multiplats that have been coming out.
So you've been on your X more than your PlayStation?
I've been on the X more than the PlayStation because
good. I mean, I'm glad to see somebody actually playing it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Here's the thing.
I was about to say the same thing. That's a good thing because most people that do that don't do that. So I gave him a lot of kudos for that shit.
Definitely gets a lot of props. A lot of people who are talking about the X and you already seen this, right? You see this every day. They're just fine.
What are the games
that might be some people. That might be some people out there, but it's not all of them. I see a lot of dudes playing their X, playing their S, whatever they have. But at the end of the day, look, like right now, for me anyway, gaming has been dry outside of the multiplats, and so for the past 6 months or so, I've been playing nothing but multiplats, and I've been playing them on the X because I'm all about that power. So I've been playing it there, and I've been having fun with it, and I think the X is a phenomenal console for what it is. But see, going into it, the reason why I don't feel stupid, Craig, is because going into it, I already knew what games were coming out. That's why That's why the people
I know Fonz see the chat. I'm about to get cursed out.
Well, a lot of these people are talking about how they were expecting more from 2018 for the Xbox brand. You know what? If you were expecting more, you were delusional because they said what they were what they had coming out. All these exclusives.
No, he's right. He's 100% right. Yep. He's 100% right.
And this E3, I will say that they can only go up from there. This E3, they can only go up. I think they could actually come out with something that could surprise people. If they do come out with these marketing deals that are rumored, those are huge, those are huge marketing deals, but it just depends on how they do it. Because if you look at Sony's marketing deals at the beginning of this gen, they were phenomenal. They had marketing deals for like Destiny that just crushed the competition. Like they had all this extra stuff that the other guys didn't get. And then all of a sudden, Sony's marketing deals got really weak. And it basically just became, a splash logo at the end of a commercial played on PlayStation. That's it.
Or like an extra little costume or something.
Yeah. And so there's no real incentive to just buy it on one console or the other. But that Destiny had that. And that's the way Microsoft needs to do business. They have to go for the throat like that instead of just, we're going to play it on Xbox at the end of a commercial. That ain't going to do it.
Well, yeah,
exactly.
That's
one thing. No, I gotta just agree real quick, and then I'll shut up. I gotta agree with Fonz because I've always said that the one thing that Microsoft's got to do is their marketing the right way.
Hey, Luca, get up here. I sent you an invite. Go ahead.
I'm telling you right now, he's right because I've been saying this for years. They gotta go for the gusto every time.
You gotta go for the juggler.
Yes, every time. So he's 100% right. Go ahead, Craig. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, I was just going to say, the people that bought it, understanding what they were trying to do, are playing it. You got a vocal minority who expected a paradigm shift, and they didn't get that. And those are the ones that are complaining. The ones that are just playing it aren't complaining. Randall Thor, shout out to him. He's not complaining. Fatal Mephisto, again, shout out to him. He's not complaining. Jay Fonz, you're not complaining. Again, you're playing the games. The ones who experience shift, they got it.
You know
hey,
what?
Alex, you know what you said the least amount in this podcast, but you're making the most impact. Got Bond looking at your damn picture.
Yeah, they like Sheba.
Now, you know what's so funny? You guys know what's so funny about this whole situation about who's playing more and who's playing less? Is just once again like how Fonzarelli just said it. Social media. You got these guys on Twitter. You got these guys on any social open platform just talking mad dog crap about a company they play their games on. Yo, wake up, man. Just play your fucking games and stop with this whole fanboy shit. Like, it really doesn't make no sense. Yes, that the X is more powerful than the Pro, then yes, it's going to perform better. But at the end of the day, the problem with that is that there's no consistency in the titles that are being bought to the X as far as multiplex. That's it. Right. We gamers, hardcore gamers like me, Fonz, Ryan, everybody that's in this panel, we want to see something for us, the hardcore gamers, something that is going to tell us, you know what, it is, you know, something that we have to buy just to play. But right now, they're not offering that. And that's when we mean the no games narrative, we literally mean in-house games that are being bought to the consumer so that it can be, you know, so that it can hype up the market. Not to just be shit on it so much, but that's what we want. We want something that's in-house made.
Yeah, we want that experience that's just going to knock us off our seats, basically. That's what we want from Microsoft.
I could be a rare breed here, but I can honestly say, without a doubt, all the consoles I've ever bought, I've never regretted one purchase.
Never regretted one?
Yeah. And I even bought the Panasonic 3DO.
Oh, wow, really?
Oh, damn. and the reason why is because I always found something fun and entertaining to play. On the 3DO, I had games like Samurai Showdown. I played like Samurai Showdown on that 3DO like crazy all the time.
Yeah, I was getting where you were coming from. So you're saying that
you even played with Commander on that. I'm pretty sure, right?
There was always something that I liked to play on these consoles. It didn't matter what it was, man. Like I never felt like I was raped for my money. You know what I'm saying? I've always felt good about my purchase.
And that's the kind of thing that we're looking for towards this whole generation with Microsoft, but they're not providing that to a certain extent. Not that they're not trying to.
Don't get me wrong. I am disappointed with Microsoft's exclusive lineup this gen.
Right.
Definitely, most definitely. I think that, you know, for me, they haven't had much, but I can't speak for others. If they really love these type of games like Halo Wars 2, you know, Halo 5, all those games, great, good for them. But for me, same thing goes for PlayStation. Like, there was a lot of good games this gen for PlayStation. Last year, I didn't care for most of the games last year at all on either side. It just wasn't for me. I played most of the multiplats more than the exclusive last year. So this year looks awesome for both. Yeah, I mean, well, at least.
And Carlos, look, I mean, what you're saying about what, you know, that wanting something for that, that's not what Microsoft said. They specifically said we're bringing out a console where you're going to be playing gaming on the most powerful console, and the multiplats they were going to target that, which is fine. I'm not knocking that, you know. So the people who are expecting a ton of exclusive content, that will probably come down the road. So that's what you got to sit on. That's why I've never understood why there were, again, a vocal minority. It's a vocal minority that's complaining when you were specifically told this is what we're doing. And that's what I don't get. That's what
I expect, you know what, just to talk to the chat a bit, because I see a lot of hate in the chat about the Xbox brand and stuff. And you know what, if you don't like it, you know, I understand preference, but at the end of the day, guys, I'm going to come out and say it. I think this E3, I think that most likely you should get a better E3 out of Microsoft this year than PlayStation, because I think PlayStation's already showed their hand for the next couple of years.
Yeah, I think we all kind of we've all kind of accepted that for PlayStation. It's like most of the stuff we're looking forward to, we've already kind of got a hint of last year.
Yeah,
or gotten
just see something from the Microsoft camp, man. That's me with all honesty.
I'll be happy if they come out with Splinter Cell, man.
Yeah, I will too.
I'm not gonna deny this fact, and I'm gonna be open and frank about it. If they show me something great at E3 this year, more than definitely, I will warranty warranted my purchase for that One X.
Yeah.
If they don't show me that, then I guess I'm just gonna continue playing my games, my Microsoft games on the PC.
Yeah,
that's the make it or break it for me. I want to see something that's warranted for me to say, you know what, to hell with everything. Let me just purchase this console and let me just enjoy these exclusives.
Well, you know what?
Shout out to Michael Pruitt, $5 super chat. But I didn't mean to cut you guys off. I think Microsoft should go early 2000s bomber. I love this company and Rel and 8-Ball before making decisions.
You know what? Carlos, right? That's your name, Carlos, right? Yeah. I think what you're saying is right there, man. I do think everything you said was good, but I just think E3 this year, if they come out and they show like Splinter Cell and they have an exclusive time deal or something with it, you know, that really makes you say, I got to get it on the X, you know, that's going to be a good thing for them.
Yeah, I agree. I do expect this one, Fonz, because their backs against the wall, literally. I do expect something here. So it's going to be interesting. But if they do an E3 similar to last year's,
oh my God, don't remind me of that, man.
You know what I'm talking about, Fonz? If they do an E3, a repeat of what happened last year.
All indies.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what? And I'm good with indies. I like indie games, but I don't like them that much.
You don't like that much.
You got to show me something else.
You know, you still want that big experience. You still want that game that gets you.
You know, you still got to add meat to the soup. You know, you got to put something in there for me to really want to bite into.
I want to eat vegetables.
Yeah, you got to do something.
Well, and I think those games are coming. If it's Splinter Cell, hopefully they get Michael Ironside back. I'm constantly checking IMBD. He's got some project going. But again, I'm excited for that. So yeah, I don't see. I think somebody in the chat was saying, "Well, who do you think is going to win E3?" I said the gamer can win E3. Get more game announcements and play the games. I think they'll be fine. You know what I'm trying to say? I think Microsoft will be fine. I think they'll be fine.
What's going on?
They'll be fine. It's just some of the fans that won't be.
Yeah.
Somebody's always going to be unhappy. You're right. You're right.
And that goes for both sides too, man, because I see it on all sides, man. There's some crazy fanboys and trolls out there on Twitter. And you know what? I think more people should do what I do. Just bypass that shit. Just scroll past it. Don't even pay no attention to it.
It's hard to when E3 is the biggest stage. You know what I'm saying? Like E3 is huge. It's huge, man. It's hard to say what you're saying right now because E3 is what we wait for every year, every June. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh yeah, you can get disappointed. I get disappointed. You know, last year I was disappointed with both because with PlayStation we saw everything at the PlayStation experience, and then with Xbox it was all indies, and I'm just like, man, E3 is a letdown because there's no surprises.
Yeah, last year was kind of trash, but
it was trash on both sides. I mean, it was trash on both sides.
I mean, at least we knew what we was getting, though. You know what I mean? Like that's the main thing. Like, you know, it's not like with Crackdown they show you it one year and then the following year they're not showing you it. You know what I mean? Like Sony has showed
caught on to it as quick as I did at E3 last year, bro. But when what was it? What's his name? Fucking the head of PlayStation. I forgot his name. Dude, I usually be at E3. Nah, dude, I'd be at E3 for PlayStation.
What's
his name? I forgot his name.
Kind of heavy set guy.
Yeah, that guy. I forgot. It starts with an S. But when he came out and said, "I'm gonna show some," you know, we're just gonna show some games. Let's agree. We like exclusives, right? Okay, I'm gonna show some games. So I'm getting out of here.
Right.
You knew he was going to show some small shit in his league. So.
I mean, I'm a little disappointed. Have you been watching the gameplay for that zombie game they got coming out? State of Decay?
I'm not disappointed at all.
I've been watching
liking the character models. Some of the character
it's not even the character models. I just feel like the lack of zombies is just what makes it boring for me.
I gotta disagree. That first game.
There you go, Sean Layton. Thank you.
I spent hours in that first State of Decay. All right, and it ran like dog shit, but that game was so fun. That game had all kinds of stuff to do because everything, the mechanics in the game, how you have to keep everybody surviving, and you know, if you die, you die. You know, you got to start over. Or you lose a character, you know, and that type of stuff, man. It's like real survival horror. I can't wait to play that game. And they've got co-op now in this game, and it looks phenomenal to me. That new trailer that they showed at PAX, man, that game looks polished, man. I'm ready to go.
So was it day one for you?
It's day one for me, man. That game's one of the best games of you know, on Xbox last gen. I loved it.
It's day one. Because shout out to Microsoft because they gave me that free Game Pass.
Yeah, I got Game Pass, so it's always they're all day one for me.
Hey, Fonz, I got another question for you. Are you also gonna play the new God of War when it comes out?
Hell yeah! What you talking about?
Well, then you know that you're schizophrenic, right? According to one dude.
Oh yeah, I heard that. I got people. There's a lot of weird people out there, man.
No, you got to see that debate I had with the dude. It's on Next Gen's channel, bro.
I heard it.
Oh, you saw it?
Yeah, I heard it. I have no words for that guy, man.
I don't either.
I don't understand certain people. Gaming's always been about fun. Gaming has never been about sitting there and worrying about the next man being a schizo or something. I've always just viewed gaming as an escape of everyday life, of the bullshit you go through. Just to sit there and have fun for a few hours. I don't treat it all that seriously. It's not life, people.
Yeah,
spoken like a true gamer.
Amen. Hey, fun, you on the panel more often, bro.
I give you that thumbs up, Fonz. Hey, man, because you are 100% right. That's exactly what I do. I use gaming to escape from real life. When somebody pisses me off, instead of fucking them up in real life, I pretend when I'm doing a fighting game.
Talk about people's kids, families. I'm exactly.
Exactly. I use fighting games. I use fighting games to actually give me a relief. Like I picture somebody's face that pissed me off that day that I want to just knock the fuck out.
Well, I saw that.
And I'll pitch that face.
Capcom Infinite, and they was calling you fat, and I'm like, oh my god, these people.
I mean, I don't understand this whole concept with dudes just coming at a female if she's a gamer.
Weird, man.
I asked that on my stream tonight. Why do you got to compete, and why do you got to come at me? Because you know what I said to him? I said, I know what the problem is. You motherfuckers, several things. You ain't got a life, for one. Two, you can't game like I can. You're mad because a girl can game better than you can.
Mm-hmm.
Three.
That's proven too. A certain somebody kicked somebody out of their legion because she had a higher profile level than them. So yeah.
And three. What was the third one? Oh, fuck. You made me forget. Now, see, that's not fair, guys. You made me forget.
But we get the point, though, Timefall. Like, you are a gamer through and out. It doesn't matter whether you're female or male. If you
that's the other thing I was going to say. Exactly. Why does it matter who you fight? As long as or play. Why does it matter that you got to be and I said to these guys tonight, I said, why do you guys come in my stream and do this and try to compete against a female? Do you feel that inferior to a female that you got to beat them? Or are you like a fruitcake or something? That you don't like females?
You know what would be a good idea on Timefall?
What's that?
Why don't you take one of those dudes from that chat and tell them, I'll give you an open invite on the game system. Give me your screen name, and we go at it right now. Show me, if you got that skill.
That's the thing.
I already did. I did that. No, I did that tonight. I had somebody. I challenged them because they were telling me that I was shit at a Souls game. I beat 3 bosses in less than 2 hours.
Yeah,
I was.
It takes 2 hours to pass one.
Fuck ass. I beat. No, you guys are crazy. And I challenged them in the chat, and they kept coming up with some fake ass shit in the chat and doing all shit. They come up with names that it wasn't.
Guys, do me a favor. Don't necessarily put this dude in timeout, but
whatever.
Block him, please. You send this dude to the
show. You know what I'm saying?
Block this dude. Thank you.
I mean, I honestly just like got fed up, and I said, okay, well, challenge me. And the same person.
That dude, please.
The same person keeps coming in with a lot of stock accounts. His name is Michael something or other. I call him Michael Fuck a Duck because he's Michael Ducks, Michael Fuck, Michael this, Michael that.
I got you.
And he's been fucking with me for a year now, and he keeps challenging me. I said, "You want to challenge me? Go ahead. Challenge me. You want to fight? Let's fight."
Nah, we don't condone. We don't condone no.
I got killer instinct on Xbox, and I got PlayStation over here and a lot of other fighting games over here. Fight me. You won't win. I'm telling you, you won't win. You won't win.
Yeah, I understand. I understand completely. It's terrible. It's terrible, and we'll never be able to go back to the old days. You know, like we all just sat down, you know, across from each other. Like if you lived across the street and you had a PlayStation, I'd come over there and say, "Hey, what's up? Got to play PlayStation?" You know, we'll never go back to those good old times. You know, it's always going to be.
You got people killing themselves over this game, or killing their friends over fucking consoles. Like the guy. I think he was an Xbox guy. I'm not sure. It was about a year ago, and his friend beat him in a match or beat him on something on Xbox, and he said, "Listen, I got to run down to the store. I'll be right back, and we'll play again." His friend said, "No problem."
Oh shit!
Went to his house, went to his friend's house, and killed him. You remember that?
Yeah, I think we got an open challenge for you, time for your boy Diver. Shout out to Diver. Tell I said I got 5 on it. Come see me in Mortal Kombat, girl.
Okay. And Diver, I can vouch for. He's a gamer. That dude, he's a gamer. He's like Fond. He's a neutral like me as well. But he'll tell you how it is. So definitely honor the bet if you beat him.
Neutral's a dirty word.
Oh yeah. Certain somebody attacks you. Remember? Oh, I heard all these fake neutrals.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
You know what though?
We just gamers, man. We love playing on each and every single console. All that neutral shit, y'all set it to the side and just game on, man. Ain't nothing different about from Sony to Nintendo from Sony to Xbox, from PC to consoles. They're all games, and you should enjoy them to your fullest extent.
Right. Well, it's just like
I agree, Carlo.
I had beefs with a couple of people for a little bit, you know, and I got into the whole BS where, you know, I tried to attack back when they would attack me, but man, you know, I've dropped all that. And recently I've even extended out, you know, tried to make amends with some people because it's gaming. This isn't really that serious, people. Like, come on, it's video games. Wake the fuck up.
Yes.
I mean, I'm sitting here playing a video game, right? And somebody's going to come along and say, you know, you shouldn't be playing that game. That's a kiddie game. I mean, what the fuck are you talking about? All video games to some people are kiddie games. Like, anything you play on these games now, like, you know, you be playing a game with mature themes, but you're still playing a man in tights or something. Somebody would come along and say, man, you're playing something that's childish. You know, grow up. You know, I
also think, not to cut you off there, Fonz, I'm sorry. There's two different kind of groups of people consuming the same media differently. The Xbox gamers that I know, they want to come home and play online with their friends. There's nothing wrong with that for the most part. Of course, there's some of them that don't do that. The PlayStation gamers, seem the ones that I know, they play offline single player games more. And instead of people just, like you said, Jay Fonz, just enjoying it, they've never learned how to respect each other's preferences and just keep it moving.
Exactly.
You know, I don't see why.
It is something that should be, you know, pointed out. Like if you're up for multiplayer games and that's your kind of alley, then hey, more power to you. Enjoy your games. Just don't bash the person that just plays single driven games. Don't tell them that they suck.
Oh, absolutely. You're 100% right. Absolutely.
It doesn't make no sense.
I went down that route that Fonz went down, you know, just making the video responses, you know, going at them. You know what I'm saying, Fonz? At the end of the day, I got bored of it. I got bored of it. I really did get
bored.
I think Luca put a good impression on me. You know, she made me see the beauty in not doing that.
It's not that it gets boring. It's that it's tedious. It's like it's monotonous.
Yeah, it's like I'm putting salt in wounds.
If you keep doing it,
guys,
you'll never stop.
Exactly.
Yeah, but you know what? Forget about
perception and doing it, and then all of a sudden your channel and what you build your channel on loses identity in the long run. So.
Yeah. But the other thing is, it's senseless. It's actually senseless.
It is.
Because it makes no sense. Why go back and forth with an idiot? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna be honest, and I've told this story before. I've done it in the beginning when I went on YouTube because I was new to YouTube. I didn't understand YouTube. I didn't understand the people, and people coming at me, and I kept going back and forth. And then after a while, I just said, you know what? Fuck this shit.
Yeah,
these people aren't in my life. They don't know me.
Because lo and behold, we all
know what the problem is. But you're right. But you know what the other thing is?
In the real said any of this shit, you would have had them on the floor. You would knock them out. So
yeah, but you know what? They also you know why they try to do that? They try to provoke you to give them attention.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to give these motherfuckers attention no more. No, it's done.
Yeah.
It's done.
Well, I just thought about it like this. I thought, you know, do I really hate this man? Do I hate him?
Yeah.
No, I don't. You know,
well, you can't. Well, fine. You can't hate somebody unless you love them first. So
yeah,
no.
and I don't know anything about them in real life. You know, all I know is their screen names. Like they're just keyboard warriors. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All I know is their personality. That's all I know.
You know,
jackasses.
Kid.
Jackasses. That's what they are. Most of them are jackasses.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, let me go ahead and move on to this last topic, unless you guys have anything else you want to add.
No, I'm just hoping for a great E3 all the way around. That's it.
All right. All right. So the importance of a diverse library and exclusive games. Let's go ahead and get into this. Now, you look at the how everything's happening right now. Each set platform has their own exclusives. Each set platform has their own library. When it comes to exclusive games, each one offers something different than the other. Back with the 360 was known for its shooters and action experiences. PlayStation was known for its diverse, library of exclusives, such that range from shooters to action, horror, whatever. And you look at Nintendo. Nintendo is just pretty much rated for everybody, right? You look at everything now. What's going on? What's wrong with everything that we see now as of right now, 2018? What's wrong now?
Well, one thing, let me go first real quick because my voice is starting to go again, is that unfortunately, and I say unfortunately, Xbox don't have enough exclusives.
Okay.
They're multi-plat. Okay. Nintendo has more exclusives, which is shocking, than Xbox does. Okay. Mm-hmm. And then you got Sony, who has a lot more exclusives. Now, they all may not be AAA exclusives. Don't get me wrong. Because people always say, oh, well, they're not AAA. No shit, people. I ain't stupid. But what I'm saying is that they have them.
Okay.
If somebody new comes into the gaming community, like say tomorrow, okay, they're gonna want a console that has not only the multiplats but exclusives on it.
Okay.
They're not. Of course, they want power. Don't get me wrong; they don't want the power. But if I can get more games here, I'm going there.
Right.
And price point makes a difference too. So that's all I have to say about that. Because my voice is gonna go, and I'm gonna start coughing soon. So
okay. Fonz?
I was sitting there reading the chat because, man, you get some crazy people in here.
Nah, I think that particular person has different accounts, and he dedicates those accounts to Titanfall Princess.
Yeah.
Because you know why, Fonz? Because they love me. Let me stop.
Oh Lord.
There's a guy that's saying that the Xbox UI is boring. But let's talk about UIs, okay?
Okay.
Actually, let's not. Because who's playing UIs? I mean, realistically, people who talk up UIs, talk down UIs. Stop. Nobody.
Listen, the only thing that's the only function of a console is just to put in the fucking game, play it, and that's it. I could care less. I mean, the Xbox UI is laggy. Yes, it has its little quirks. So does the PlayStation. So does any user interface on any console.
Yeah, Fonz is definitely one of those real YouTubers. You still doing the Loot Chest Radio, aren't you? Or are you?
No, I canceled it, man. After I had certain issue go on, I had to cancel it.
Yeah, because I saw you come back, and I was thinking, okay, maybe Loot Chest Radio is back on its feet. I didn't see anything, but hopefully everything gets better.
You back, Fonz, man.
Yeah.
Really?
I appreciate it, man. It's it's tough when you're working 40 hours a week, 40+ hour week.
Yeah, and you have passion, drive,
big family, and then you making these videos. Like I like to make videos with production value, and it takes me, sometimes upwards of 9 hours to make. So
I understand. Yeah, trust me, I understand. Life, hit me in same, aspect. Basically, we had to move. You know what I'm saying? The lady who owned the house sold it underneath us.
Oh, I've been there, man. I've been there.
Yeah, like we've been dumped out, basically. You know what I'm saying? So I understand completely.
I'm a little 40-hour week now. I just recently got a full-time slot right here where I'm working.
Yeah, that's why my channel stopped producing the videos that I usually do. You know what I'm saying? I had to put that on hold, get my shit on.
Per se, I don't leave it alone, man. Even if I have to do this through my shitty ass phone and talk to you guys, trust me, believe I'm always gonna be here.
And see, that's what I like to do too. Is like, you know, if I get time, I like to hop on these podcasts and talk gaming and
talk
stuff.
Gaming. Right.
That, you know, because it is much easier to do so. And, you know, and if I have time, it's great. It's fantastic.
Right.
And you know what? And here's the one thing about me, guys. If you hear me on an Xbox centric podcast, if you hear me on a PlayStation centric podcast, I'm the same.
Yeah, you're basically a panelist for RDX. I mean,
yeah, I don't switch sides to play sides because there's one guy in your chat that calls me a double agent. And I'm like, dude, listen to me. I talk the same way every time.
That's one thing I can vouch for.
Pretty much.
He's not
pretty much. Fonz,
very same.
Out of all the people that I've met on YouTube and of everybody that I met in my life, Fonz is one of the realest dudes to keep it 100 every single time when he speaks. So if
when it's a topic that needs to be talked about, motherfuckers don't want to talk about, he'll bring the shit.
Oh man, I piss off so many people on both sides. So
I know. Trust me. Like you think I wasn't there when I was? That's when I first met you. When you said Kojima was, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, you did not escape the hate. It took weeks for that to dissipate. That's crazy.
Nah, don't worry, D Almighty Sparring God. We just talking about stuff in general. Like, you know, there were times where Fonz used to, you know, say some certain things and you had people getting triggered for it for no reason. But overall, Fonz is a gamer. He understands what moves in the industry, and that should be, you know, be more acknowledgeable to anybody.
Yep. At the end of the day, he knows it's plastic. That's what he knows. So.
I mean, it is what it is, man. And shout out to Raptor and Fatal Misfito, man. You two guys are the best gamers out there. And Fatal, bro, you find the fun where it's not at, man. And I commend you for that one.
Yeah, that's true.
He said where it's not at. Maybe it is for him. Who knows?
Wait, you like Sea of Thieves, though, didn't you?
Me?
Yeah, you like Sea of Thieves, didn't you?
All right, did you not watch my impressions video? All right, Sea of Thieves is it's a great base for a game, but it's not there yet.
Yeah.
Okay. So it doesn't have
it runs flawless. That water's beautiful. The mechanics are nice, but it's just, you know, it's lacking.
Okay.
But it's not a bad game. It's not terrible. For Game Pass, look, Game Pass saves that game.
Yeah. I agree. I do agree there. $10, you know, you don't have to spend much. You can just experience it. So that's definitely a good thing. Before we end this show, I'm just gonna say a few things. Number one, happy birthday to Jacob Walker. His birthday's tomorrow, so happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday!
I want to get that out there. It's one of my long-term subs, so definitely.
Happy birthday!
I hope you have a blessed one tomorrow. May that birthday, you know, sprout more. You know what I'm saying? And just enjoy the rest, man. I want to give a massive thank you to everybody on this panel. Jay Fon, it's been a while, but I'm glad, you know, you're able to come on through and talk and everything. I'm gonna give you the advice, or the same advice that I've given my subscribers whenever shit gets rough and you have to get rid of something such as a podcast or leave something. Life throws curveballs at you, but it's up to you as an individual to face that and just keep moving forward. All right.
I'll cry about that later. No, I'm just kidding.
It couldn't have been said any better, man.
But life throws curveballs at you. As you move forward, you get stronger. What does not kill you makes you stronger. It makes you more confident, and it makes you better, and it makes you mold more as time progresses.
Now you sound like lyrics to like a Kelly Clarkson song.
Oh, here we go. That's perfect. Oh shit! To this dude with the soccer account is dedicated to Time for Princess. If you put that much effort into getting some pussy, you would not be so angry. So
I mean, bro, like, just man, big bat syrup, baby. Nah, that's not a great. That's not a right name.
What's the most anticipated PC games in 2018? Good question.
Well,
Good question.
If they can get Star Citizen fixed, I watched a little bit of that update, I think 3.01 yesterday, and that does look fascinating. If they can get it going, I'm interested in that. That's why I'm trying to. It's one reason. One of the benefits of building that PC I'm trying is I'll be able to put it.
Honestly, to be honest with you, my most anticipated PC game, it might be Anthem. I'm not getting this shit on console. I'm not. Fuck it. I'm getting on PC. I'm not getting this shit on console.
I hate to say, you know, not to burst anybody's bubble, but I don't play on PC, so I can't talk about that.
You ain't playing on PC yet. Keyword yet.
Yet? Oh, Ryan said yet. Oh, no. You know what? Wait. I can't lie. I did try a couple little games.
Okay, then. That's what I'm saying. You're not fully invested yet. You will be invested.
Right. Wait, you gonna be buying me my big rig? You gonna be buying me my big rig?
I mean, we could make some.
We go on for days about this, but we know you gonna convert. I'm gonna convert you to PC. You gonna convert whether you like it or not. So let's go ahead and get these outros. Everybody, please, if you enjoyed the show, hit that like button for me. I appreciate everybody that was up in here. It's been one hell of a week for gaming, but you know, like at the end of the day, I'm here and we're here and we just enjoy gaming. So let's go ahead and get these outros going. I'm gonna start with ladies first. I use that term advisedly, obviously. Go ahead, time for.
Oh wow!
I'm playing.
It's like a princess, and you know what? Check everybody on this channel. You're gonna check everybody else's channel. Check out that podcast. Check out what they do, and you know why? Because just like the people in the chat, y'all love me. I'm out of here. Later. Love you all. Hit that like button. I'm gonna cyber whoop your ass.
All right. That was Alex, Mike. My bad. All right, so you got an outro out. Go ahead, Carlos.
Yo, man. Once again, man, it's your boy Type R87, aka Carlos Fernandez, and yo. It is what it is, man. People, enjoy your games. Don't fight about simple stuff, man. And at the end of the day, we're all human beings. We got to enjoy. We got to, you know, find a space where we can find happiness. And please do so. Stop being such a sourpuss about everything in life. Enjoy life. And as always, gamer by choice, not by trend.
Okay. Go ahead, Jay Fonz. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, you can find me at Jay Fonzarelli both on Twitter and on these YouTube streets. And yeah, catch me on both platforms, guys. You can friend me there on Twitter and then DM me. We can talk, whatever. If you, anything, man. Like I don't mind talking gaming. Gaming is, you know, a great hobby of mine. I'll probably never stop playing. It's just one of those things.
Good talking to you again. If you want to come by next week, just say the word, man. Definitely.
All right, man. Appreciate it.
Go ahead, Carl. I mean, not Carlos, but Craig. Too many C's here. Go ahead, Craig.
Oh, yeah. Craig Harris. You can follow me on Twitter. And if you want, follow me on the podcast. You know, I try to jump on when I can. Ryan, thanks for the vine. Happy belated birthday to, I believe, Ash and Luca. I think I saw she had a birthday here recently. So happy belated to her. And everybody just keep it gaming. You gotta learn how to respect each other's differences and just play the games.
Exactly.
So it's pretty
much. I call people psychos because they like something that's now on your platform.
Yeah, no, call people dumb because they use VSync for their first benchmarking on a game.
Oh, let it go, Carlos. Let it go. Let it go. Shout out to the Ash and Luca. I think she's on Crossfire's podcast, so she hit me up on Twitter. But much love to her. I'm glad she can at least make it into the chat. So, you know, that's my homie right there. Happy birthday to her, as always. And shout out to Spider Kratos. He was in here. Or Kratos. No, shout out to
what up, Kratos?
And Alex, you get your outro, brother?
I don't even think he's there, man. Yo, Alex.
He's there. I had to mute his mic. There was a lot of background noise.
Yo, let's go.
Yo, you had me muted. Yeah,
I had to mute because you had background noise. My bad.
Nah, my son acting up. You know how that go. Daddy life.
I know. I heard it.
Daddy of war. Right?
Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, man. You catch me, Alex Escobar VL on Twitter, trolling the whole universe. That is gaming, mainly these bots, but having fun, man. Check it out. Thanks for Ryan and the cast for having me once again. I know I wasn't on here like that. I had some things to do, but Shit happens. On the next one, I definitely do some
content. You had
content.
Bond crying in the chat, so you made an impact.
Yeah, we got Shebot, Sea of Thieves. See that? That's a nice little logo right there, man.
No, he was crying. No, he was crying over the video game.
Let's go. You're around my way though, right?
We can talk offline. We can talk offline.
Oh shit. Anyway,
no, what's going down? What's going down?
Anyway, definitely a good time talking to you, everybody. I had a blast, and I will see you guys on the next show, which will be next week. It will be Friday, if I'm not mistaken. It'll be Friday, and you guys have a blessed one. Thank you guys so very, very much for tuning in. I had a blast as always. Go check out everybody that was on the panel. Great guys, great individuals. For real, that's the proper word, but great individuals, and they love gaming as much as I did. So definitely. You guys have a good day.
Yo, take it easy, man.
Take it easy, everybody.